getting perspective. This is vitally important for us to gain perspective on things. We are not our thoughts. We are not our mind. Don't believe everything you think. This is very important. Now, what I mean by getting perspective, I mean by seeing things as they really are, without adding drama or blowing them out of proportion. This is done by gaining clarity. So, the image that I'm going to be showing you in a few seconds is about getting perspective on things. As you can see, the black circle, the very large circle, is things that you worry about. It's massive. All the time we worry about things. It's massive all the time. Worry, worry, worry. Projecting into the future. Worry is only called negative imagination because it's not actually happened. We're just projected about possible things that might happen. And remember the word I used, possible things. Our mind tends to go to the negative aspect, the negative scenarios. So remember, it's only the mind making up a possibility. So as you see, within this one, you see a yellow circle, which is much smaller. This circle shows you things that can actually happen. From all the things that we worry about, this is things that can actually happen. Big difference, isn't it? Now, let's take our focus down to the very little one, the little blue one. This is things that actually do happen. Tiny. Out of all the things that we worry about. And then all the things that can actually happen. This tiny little blue one is things that do happen. You may say to yourself, but some of them have happened. Yes, I agree with you. But all the time and energy and stress and anxiety we give to ourselves about things that might happen. All the things, so we're thinking continuously about things that might happen. Instead of having clarity and perspective, when things actually do happen, when we have clarity and perspective and we stay balanced and have focus, we deal with these things better because we're not bombarded by all the negativity from all these useless thoughts on things that have never even happened. And one thing which is important to remember is our mind is an amazing tool. And remember, I use the word tool. Our mind creates such fantastic, amazing, negative scenarios. So most of the time, what we've created in our mind is much, much worse than actually what did happen or what does happen. Bear that in mind when we need to gain perspective on things. So, one thing which will help you, and it's a little exercise, you can think about things that have happened to you over the last year. Think about all the things that you worried about. And think about the things that actually did happen. You will find a massive, massive difference in the amounts. Very, very small amount of things that actually happened which you were worried about. And then think about how worried you were and how your mind created such terrible scenarios, such terrible possibilities of what was going to happen. And then look at what actually happened and compare the two. Most of the time, it's nowhere near as what your mind made up. So this is about gaining a little bit of perspective about don't believe everything you think. Remember, we are not our mind. We are not our thoughts. They are just tools. Tools to be used. They're wonderful tools, but only tools that we choose to use them when we want to use them for our own personal growth, not to create stress and anxiety unnecessarily.